Hello, this is Lawrence Frontera, and today I want to discuss the Etnies Michelin Marana. More importantly, the actual sole and the wear test and exactly how well they work. Now, let me preface this by saying that I'm a 43-year-old skateboarder. I spend a lot of time on the Mini, especially in the winter at the skate park that I go to, and I probably ride anywhere from 1 to 3 days a week. And when I'm skating the street like it is now, it's summertime. I do small rails, flat bars, boxes, manuals. Don't jump down a lot of stuff, but I do still feel the impact with with these shoes. And one of the biggest things about these that I wanted to test out, and I did look around, and I'm not about spending a lot of money on shoes. I look on eBay. I find shoes for anywhere from 25 to let's say $50 because I already know that you're looking to wear them out. You're going to destroy shoes. And in the past, just over 3 years, all I've rode is Soul Tech, which is Etnies S in America, if you don't know. And I've never had a problem with their soles per se. But again, most of the shoes have lasted anywhere from 2 to 3 months before the sole gets to the point where it's pretty worn down. So I waited to find these, and I actually found a pair for about $45 on eBay, brand new. Um, and most of my shoes I will wear and I break them in. But this one I got at the end of October and I started skating right away. So through November and December and even into January, we're probably talking about once, maybe twice a week. But again, mostly on the Mini. And even going back to when I was younger, my front foot, I'm regular footed. So my left foot, I always wore the sole out really quickly. Clearly, I dig and I dig and I dig, especially now on the Mini. I definitely find myself digging more and more. So I wanted to see if the sole actually worked better. And I talked to a few people and they all agreed and said that it did, but I wanted to test it out for myself. So first I'll start with the wear, which is for ollies and everything. It has this nice little toe cap. It really does seem to last. But again, I'm also not ollieing big stuff. I'm not doing a lot of flip tricks. You can see where it is wearing. All right. But again, I've been skating this shoe for about 7 months now. And I can tell you, I've had really no problems at all. It's still in good shape. And you're talking about, again, someone who skates 1 to 3 times a week. So kind of pair that in and imagine how you skate compared to what I do. But it's built perfect. And so we get to the sole here. And again, this is going to be my left foot, the one that I wear down. And if you look, you can see that it's starting to get worn. But for 6 to 7 months of digging and digging and digging, it looks pretty good. Here's my pushing foot. You can see not nearly as much wear. Now, here's the actual brand new Jocelyn that I've been wearing around. And if you compare the two, you can see how deep the tread is. It has a really deep tread, which lasts well better than you could imagine. Again, this is a tire. I mean, you're actually talking about you're skating on a tire. It has a lot of support. When you come down primo, when you come down on your trucks, when they flip upside down, you don't feel it. Where this is an actual Sal that I was wearing. Rode it for probably 2.5 months. You can see how worn down it is, and it actually gets really smooth. It's the one thing that I don't like about these types of soles. Here's a brand new Excel with the exact same sole, and it's nice and sticky, but after a while it gets really soft. And again, this is probably about 2.5 months of skating that I was wearing those. Same with these Excels, which have different sole, and actually I like this sole a little bit better. It actually stays sticky, but you can see where it's starting to wear through. You can actually see the blue coming through it on here. Again, good shoes, I like them, but I was wondering how long they're going to last. So here, I still have at least another month that I can skate it before I got to move on to my next Jocelyn's. And I didn't even start wearing these and breaking them in like most of my shoes. It is a stiff shoe to begin with. Again, you're walking on a tire. and you're riding on a tire, but the grip that you get on the board is amazing. I have no problem. The only complaint that I would say is when it's brand new, skating a mini or any type of indoor stuff, the sole here actually seems kind of slick on skate light. So when you're jumping off your board on a mini or on any type of ramp and you're running it out, you tend to slip until the grip, until your grip tape starts to kind of break it down. But once it gets broken down, you're fine. It starts to break down, so it's nice and loose. Where this one here is still a little stiff. But again, until you start skating it and start breaking it in, that's what you just expect. But it's not to the point where you're going to feel anything. Again, I come from a generation of skating, you know, the OG XLs, the OG Sal 23s, and Syntax from DC, which were big, puffy shoes. This shoe gives you a lot of protection, in my opinion. The other thing that I've always had an issue with Sole Tech is I always have to replace the insoles with footprint. It's like landing on, flip flops, and it kills my feet. Also, I'm 5'3", 195 pounds right now, so I'm a pretty big guy. With this here, this is the Joslin, and it comes with this sole or insole, and I can say that I didn't have to change it at all. This sole is completely different than the other STI foam that's in there. It actually takes a good impact. Not to mention, you combine it with the actual Michelin, the Michelin rubber and how it is, and you have no issues. The impact of doing shotgun rails or small 3-steps, different things like that, running stuff out, it doesn't bother me at all. Where when I was riding this shoe or a couple other ones, if I didn't change out my insole, it was just a complete impact. These STI, they have a nice cushion, but once your weight is on it, you're basically on your board. So to me, it's like riding flip-flops. You feel everything through your board. I guess it's good for board feel, but it also hurts. So for some people, they may not like this. They may feel that they're not on the board. But again, you have Joslin and Scheckler and McClung, and they're all skating these. And they don't seem to have a problem. So once they get broken in, I don't see you having a problem. But if you have an issue with your soles and they're wearing out, and hey, you know what? Who wants to spend $90 to $100 on shoes? I mean, I look at the price of Nikes, man. Some of them for $130. So I mean, essentially, you're gonna spend $130 to rip sandpaper across your shoe. This shoe lasts. It's lasted me again 7 months right now. I still have time to ride it. I get outside and no issues. And even with it being this worn here, it's not slippery at all. And it grabs to the grip tape, where this here, and again, this is like 2.5 months, maybe 3 months tops. It's useless. It's completely broken down. This one here, there's nothing left on it. It's gonna go right through real soon if I was to keep skating it. So if you're looking for a sole that's gonna last and a shoe that is gonna take the beating, this is the shoe for you. Again, I can't say it enough. You're riding on a tire. And if a tire can go 60,000 miles, then you should be fine riding this thing for, let's say, 3 months if you're skating almost every single day. Again, you may break through the side, but as long as you take shoe goo, if you're breaking through the side, you start putting shoe goo on when you start wearing it down, then you don't have to worry about that shoe goo going through. You can put a nice layer of shoe goo and the shoe doesn't look like crap. A lot of people go through that way too. I mean, they throw up too much shoe goo, or they wait till it actually breaks through. Don't wait till it breaks through. Once it starts wearing down, then you put your layer of shoe goo on there, so it's not going through to your sock and pinching at your foot. So if you're looking for a good shoe that's going to last, that I think is going to skate pretty well. I mean, everyone knows about the Marana. I mean, Sheckler swears by them. This is what Joslin was riding, and he's already said if you look in the breakdown, everything here, the toe cap and everything is the exact same. Everything's inside. He just wanted a nice, clean shoe, and I agree. I actually like the look of this more. I won't know until I actually skate it. But this here, it has enough padding all around that you're gonna love it. There's no doubt about it. And you're not gonna have to buy a shoe every month, which, let's be honest, no one wants to break in shoes. No one wants to spend 80, 90 bucks on shoes. I mean, people go through shoes faster than they go through boards, which is completely asinine when you think about it. So, anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. I'm looking to do more videos on different things, not just skateboarding, things that I enjoy. So, if you're interested, hit the subscribe button, and you'll be hearing a little bit more from me. Thank you for listening, and you have a great night.